wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden...
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Cole. Today we are going to do some centerpiece ideas, some fall centerpieces. So I hope that y'all get some inspiration from today. We are taking just a few items and making numerous arrangements out of it. I was so blessed this week to be asked to do a presentation here locally at a church for a women's group, and this is what I did for them, and I thought, hey, y'all might enjoy that as well. So I know that a lot of you mentioned to me about doing some lower arrangements in case you did have company and you wanted to leave things out. So I'm going to kind of address that as well. So let's get started. And also, I have to always do this. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so, because you're going to miss out on a lot. Thank y'all. So I'm going to do several different ideas or styles maybe of arrangements. The first one I thought I would try would be a all white arrangement with you all. So I have this white picture that I always love using. So I'm going to put that dead center. I have white pumpkins, and this one's going to be super simple, guys. So white pumpkins. I have these pumpkins I could put on either end maybe, and then maybe one in the front. Some greenery with some little white flowers in it. You can leave it at that. All right, so let's add a little bit more to it. We can always add this fern type that I've used all over the house. Just to add some length to it. That's real pretty. I could throw in my little white salt and pepper shakers, because you will be using that at a dinner party. So this is a very low arrangement, okay? So you could use this idea. I think this would be a really good idea. This is in the center. Normally you'll have guests sitting on either side, so this shouldn't get in the way of seeing someone across the table. So this is a really cool idea. Now let's try something a little different. So y'all know I love blue and white. So why don't we put a blue and white urn in the center? A ginger jar, if you may. All right. And y'all know that I use these on my mantle in my bedroom, just with simple greenery in it, okay? All right, I could leave it as this. You know, very simple, very, very simple. I could add in some white pumpkins. Super simple. I can add in the bigger pumpkins. I could add in the moss pieces, just to elongate the eye, to make it go all the way down your dining room table, okay? And then throw in these white ones. See how cute that is? Very low, still see your guests across the table from you. You could build on this. You could add some pine straw, bales of straw. You could add that to just give some more texture. What you're wanting to do is have texture. So this has a texture, you know, you're mixing all these textures, and the more texture you have, the more appealing to the eye it is. I hope that makes sense. So you could build on this even more and add more pumpkins. You could add the orange in if you choose to. You could add gray in if you choose to. That's very soft. So understand what I'm saying. So you can build on what you have if you don't like the simplicity of it and make it more appealing to the eye with more textures. This would be absolutely gorgeous with fall leaves in it and nothing else. Leave the white and just have the fall leaves in there just to make that pop, that statement of color. So let's do another one. You know, y'all, you could even not even have the ginger jar in the center and just do this. That's very simple. You could add the gray. So if you don't have a big jar, you could use 2 small vases. You could actually do bud vases, and I normally have those in my hutch back here, but I don't. I've got them put up. I put a lot of things under my hutch here and store them away when I'm not using them. So I think I have one more up my sleeve. Let's play with that. Oh, wait, I didn't do something. Look, guys, you do the white, you do the greenery, you do the blue pumpkins. That's pretty. That's really pretty. I know the blues are slightly different, but I like that look of it because the blue on the blue and white piece is slightly different too. It's not all the exact same colors. So you could pull the eye out even further and do these candle holders. I bought these from Amazon and I will post them down below. I have them in my Amazon storefront. But y'all, these things are precious. You could even, let's see. Now, you could do a coffee cup. Let's see, I got a coffee cup. What? I have a coffee cup or a teacup. I could do this. Sweet is that? Those candles are so pretty and they're super inexpensive to my standards. So I will link those in my storefront for you guys, and I will link my Amazon storefront in the description down below so y'all can see that. This is gorgeous. And this is low so you can see across the table, okay? So let's do something different like I had promised. I'm gonna set those to the side. I love that idea. Wow. So all of this, and I need to turn these off. I'm just looking at them because I love them so much. That was an awesome idea. I'm so proud of myself. Every once in a while, I'll come up with some doozies. So I love this idea. I may use that. So a lot of this is popular. And as y'all remember, this was my grandfather's. He was a local doctor here, and they mixed their own medicine. And this was one of his medicine jars. These are the 2 that I got from Hobby Lobby. I got them slightly different sizes. The moss, the same moss I've been using, kind of tucked in there. All right, I could leave it as such and just add a little bit of bling. I could add these if I wanted to instead. Take this one out. See, I did odd amounts, okay? So now I could add greenery in these if I choose to. Or I could even take this, let's see, use that on the bottom. That's pretty, guys. That's super pretty. I could bring in my greenery like I did in our bedroom and add, since I have the orange down here, I can now add the orange up here, and I can just do it very simple. That is sweet. I could go a little further. I can bring these out to the ends. I can put these on here if I choose to, and tuck those into the greenery. Now, all this being said, let me say this. You can easily add a table runner into this, and it would really make it pop. So on this one, you could use a burlap table runner. That would be really pretty. You could take a regular sheet, fold it, and just kind of drape it all down your table. But look at the hills and valleys that we have on this. Whoops, I went hills and valleys. That's the key point to making a centerpiece. Now, I know this one's a little bit high in the center, and if you choose not to do this one, you can just take the greenery out and just leave the berries and keep it very simple. Honestly, you know, this is the center of the table. You may not see the people on either ends, but you will be able to talk around on either sides, okay? So, but I love this look, and I think it's really, really pretty. You know what? Let's do one other thing. Let's build this up one more time. Remember how I said if you had a table runner, it would always look, it would build the piece, make it more substantial. So y'all know that I love to put trays underneath things. So let's put this tray underneath, okay? Let me get centered at the table. All right, I'm gonna put my big jar back, Papa Campbell's. Then I'm gonna put my two smaller ones back. Look how pretty it looks on top of that wood. I may kind of slightly shift it forward. Look at that. Oh, I love that. That is a super cool idea. Yes, I do like this. That's really pretty. I could even bring my candles back and just like a white, let me see if I have one. Surely I have one. These have brown on them. They have brown and blue. But we could do those on either side. All this weather has my sinuses driving me crazy. Look at that. Wow. Love it. I love the muted colors. It's really pretty. That's pretty, guys. Really like that. So, how many arrangements did we do? I hope y'all enjoyed and got some inspiration off of this. You can take just things you have laying around your house. You can take sentimental items and make something absolutely gorgeous in your home to put on your dining room table. It can be very everyday, but adding little pops of fall to give it that look that you want to achieve. Beautiful. I hope y'all enjoyed today. Thank y'all so much and have a nice evening.